Welcome back to our channel, Zero to English, the podcast dedicated to helping you achieve fluency one practical conversation at a time. We break down real-world English so you can speak confidently in any situation. If you love practical lessons like this, please remember to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell for more videos. Hello, and welcome to our English listening practice. Today, we are talking about a beautiful topic, happiness. I am Perry.
And I am Alan. We are going to explore what it means to be happy. This is a great way for you to learn new English words and phrases while thinking about your own life.
Perry, when we ask the question, what makes you happy? People usually think of big things. They think of weddings, birthdays, or winning a lot of money. But for me, happiness is often very small. It is a feeling in the chest. It is a light feeling.
That is a good way to describe it. In English, we often use the word joy or contentment. If I am content, I am not jumping up and down, but I am peaceful. Perry, let's look at the word happiness itself. It is a noun. The adjective is happy.
Right. I am happy. You are happy. We are talking about happiness. Today, I want to talk about the little things. This is a common English phrase. It means small events that happen every day. For example, this morning, I saw a bird singing on my balcony. It was a small thing, but it made me smile.
I think many English learners struggle to describe these feelings because they look for big words. But you can use simple words. You can say, that makes me feel good, or that brings a smile to my face.
Exactly. Let's think about the different categories of happiness. We have physical happiness, like eating good food. We have social happiness, like talking to a friend. And we have mental happiness, like finishing a difficult task. Alan, what is a physical thing that makes you happy?
For me, it is definitely the weather. I am very sensitive to the sun. When the sky is blue and the sun is warm on my skin, I feel an immediate change in my mood. In English, we call this soaking up the sun. It means sitting outside and enjoying the warmth.
I love that expression, soaking up the sun. It sounds like you are a sponge, taking in all the light. For me, physical happiness is a hot shower after a long day. The water washes away the stress. Stress is a very important word for learners. Stress is the heavy feeling we get when we have too much work or too many problems.
And happiness is the opposite of stress. When we talk about happiness, we often talk about hobbies. A hobby is something you do because you love it, not because you have to do it for work. Perry, do you have a hobby that makes you happy?
I love gardening. There's something about putting my hands in the dirt. It connects me to the earth. When I see a small green leaf growing from a seed I planted, I feel successful. It is a slow kind of happiness. It requires patience.
Patience, that is another great word. It means being able to wait for something without getting angry. Learning English requires a lot of patience, doesn't it?
Speaking of patience, think about cooking. Many people find happiness in the kitchen. They call it comfort food.
Comfort food is a perfect phrase for this podcast. It refers to food that makes you feel safe and loved. Usually, it is food from your childhood. For me, comfort food is a bowl of warm soup. My grandmother used to make it for me when I was a child and I felt sick.
For me, it is fresh bread. The smell of bread baking in the oven fills the whole house. It is a scent. S-C-E-N-T. That is a word for a smell that is usually good. The scent of bread makes the house feel like a home.
We should talk about why food makes us happy in English terms. We use the word satisfying. If a meal is satisfying, it fulfills your hunger and your taste. You feel full and happy.
And it's not just about eating, it's about sharing. In many cultures, happiness is a large table with many people. We call this community. When we eat with friends, we are sharing a meal. This is a very common English collocation, words that naturally go together.
sharing a meal, sharing a laugh, sharing a story. These are all things that build connection. Connection is when you feel close to another person. You feel that they understand you.
Do you think people are happier when they have more choices? For example, a menu with 100 items?
Actually, no. There's an idea called the paradox of choice. A paradox is something that seems to contradict itself. If you have too many choices, you might feel overwhelmed. That's a very useful word for learners. Overwhelmed means you have too much of something and you don't know what to do.
So maybe having just a few things that make us happy is better. A simple life. A simple life is a phrase we use for people who don't want a lot of money or fancy cars. They just want time to walk, time to read, and time to be with family.
I agree. My happiest moments are low-key. That's a slang term or an informal term. Low-key means quiet and relaxed, not a big party, just sitting on the sofa with a good book.
A good book is like a vacation for the mind. When you read, you escape your current life. You go to another world. For English learners, reading a book they enjoy can be a double happiness. They are learning and they are enjoying a story.
We mentioned gardening and the sun, but nature is a huge part of the human experience of happiness. There is a Japanese term that has become popular in English, forest bathing.
Oh, I have heard of that. It doesn't mean taking a bath in the forest with water. It means showering your senses with the atmosphere of the forest.
Exactly. You listen to the leaves moving in the wind. In English, we say the leaves rustle, R-U-S-T-L-E. You smell the pine trees, you see the different shades of green. This makes people feel grounded.
Grounded is a wonderful word. It means you feel stable and calm. You are not flying away with worry. You are here, right now, on the ground.
Nature also involves movement. Some people get a runner's high. This is a phrase for the feeling of happiness you get after you run for a long time. Your body releases chemicals called endorphins.
I am not a runner, Alan. I prefer strolling. A stroll is a very slow, relaxed walk. You are not trying to get anywhere quickly. You are just walking to look at the world.
Whether you run or stroll, exercise is linked to mental health. Mental health is a term we use a lot now. It refers to how you feel in your mind. If you are active, your mental health is usually better.
And what about the ocean? Many people say the sea air makes them happy. The sound of the waves is rhythmic. It repeats over and over. This is very soothing.
Soothing is a great vocabulary word. It means something that makes you feel calm and lessens your pain or worry. A mother's voice is soothing to a baby. The sound of the ocean is soothing to an adult.
I think many people find happiness in seasonal changes too. In the winter, we find happiness in coziness. To be cozy means to be warm and comfortable inside while it is cold outside. We use the word snug, like a bug in a rug.
Snug as a bug in a rug. That is a very common English idiom. It means you are perfectly warm and happy. Then in the spring, the happiness comes from new beginnings. We see flowers blooming.
Happiness is also found in the anticipation of these things. Anticipation is the feeling of looking forward to something. Sometimes the week before a vacation is happier than the vacation itself because you are so excited.
We have talked about relaxing in nature, but what about work? Can work make you happy?
Yes, I believe so. There is a concept called flow. When you are working on something and you forget what time it is, you are in the flow.
I love that feeling. It usually happens when a task is not too easy, but not too hard. If it is too easy, you are bored. If it is too hard, you are frustrated. But if it is just right, you are engaged.
Engaged is the word. It means your whole mind is focused. Many people find happiness in mastery. This means becoming very good at something.
Like English, when a student finally understands a native speaker or watches a movie without subtitles, they feel a sense of achievement.
Achievement and accomplishment. These are rewarding feelings. A rewarding experience is one that makes you feel that your effort was worth it.
But we must be careful. Some people think they will only be happy when they reach a goal. For example, I will be happy when I get a promotion, or I will be happy when I buy a house.
We call that delayed happiness. The problem is, once you reach the goal, you often find a new goal. You never stop to be happy.
That's why English speakers often say, enjoy the journey, not just the destination. The journey is the process, the destination is the end.
I find happiness in productivity. Productivity means getting things done, even small things like cleaning my room or answering all my emails. It makes me feel organized.
Being organized reduces clutter. Clutter is when you have too many things in your space. Many people say that a tidy house leads to a tidy mind.
Tidy is a more common word in British English, but we use it in American English too. It means neat and clean. When my desk is tidy, I can think more clearly.
Another part of work happiness is collaboration. This is working with other people. When a team works well together, they feel a sense of camaraderie.
Camaraderie is a difficult word to spell, but a beautiful word to say. It means the trust and friendship among people who spend a lot of time together.
Let's talk more about other people. We mentioned camaraderie at work, but what about belonging?
Belonging is a deep human need. It is the feeling that you are part of a group. This could be a family, a group of friends, or even a club for people who love the same hobby.
When we talk about friends, we use words like supportive. A supportive friend is someone who helps you when you are having a hard time. Knowing you have someone to call at 2 a.m. makes you feel secure.
And then there is kindness. Doing something for others often makes us happier than doing something for ourselves. In English, we call this altruism.
You don't have to use a big word like altruism, though. You can just say giving back.
Giving back. For example, volunteering at a food bank or helping a neighbor carry their groceries. It gives you a sense of purpose.
Purpose is a very strong word. It means the reason why you do something. If you feel your life has purpose, you are much more likely to be happy long term.
I find that laughter is the fastest way to happiness. They say laughter is the best medicine. This is an English proverb. It means that laughing can make you feel better even if you are stressed or sick.
Do you have a specific type of sense of humor?
I like witty humor. Witty means quick and clever. I like it when people make smart jokes about everyday life.
I like slapstick or physical humor, like someone falling down in a funny way. It's simple, but it makes me crack up. To crack up is a phrasal verb that means to laugh very hard.
We should also talk about pets. For many people, their furry friends are the main source of happiness.
Dogs and cats are companions. They provide unconditional love. This means they love you no matter what. Even if you lose your job or make a mistake, your dog is still happy to see you.
That is a very comforting thought.
As we come to the final part of our conversation, I want to talk about mindset. Mindset is the way you choose to think about things.
You can be an optimist or a pessimist. An optimist looks at a glass of water and says it is half full. A pessimist says it is half empty.
Being an optimist doesn't mean you ignore problems. It just means you look for solutions.
There is a practice called gratitude. We mentioned this earlier, but it is very important. Gratitude is the act of being thankful.
Many people keep a gratitude journal. Every night, they write down 3 things that went well that day. It trains the brain to look for happiness.
I started doing that last year. At first, it was hard, but now I notice happy things all day long. I think, oh, I can write that in my journal tonight.
Another word for this is mindfulness. This means being present, not thinking about the past and not worrying about the future, just being right here, right now.
When you are mindful, you appreciate things more. To appreciate something means to recognize its value. I appreciate this conversation, Alan. It has made me think about my own happiness.
I appreciate it too, Perry. For our listeners, we want to remind you that learning English is a journey. Don't be too hard on yourself.
To be hard on yourself means to criticize yourself too much. If you make a mistake with a verb or a preposition, don't worry. The fact that you are listening to this right now is a success.
That is right. You are making progress. Progress is a great source of happiness.
So, listeners, think about it. What makes you happy? Can you describe it in English? Is it a scent? Is it a hobby? Is it a connection with a friend?
Try to use one or two of the new words we used today. Use words like content, soothing, cozy, or rewarding.
Happiness is all around us if we look for it. Thank you for spending this time with us.
It has been a pleasure. We hope this podcast helped your English and your heart.
Until next time, take care of yourself.
And stay happy.